In today's video, I'll be going over what ships are worth getting in the Azur Lane Wave 8 event. I'll be going over the new ships that were added, as well as all the old ships that you're able to get for purchasing with money or doubloons. I'll be going over the drop rates for the containers, going over the event pass, as well as what you're able to get for free during this Azur Lane event. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to talk about is going to be the event pass. So I thought this event pass was going to be about for Azur Lane. It is not. It's going to be a separate event entirely. But the rewards for this event pass is economic bonuses, 10-point commander, the Modigan, which is which is an okay destroyer, not best and not the worst. And you get economic bonuses, steel and coal. And you, of course, you get a destruction effect, as you can see here. I definitely think this is worth 2,500 doubloons, so the event is going to be a hard buy on that one. All right, so moving on to the Azur Lane event itself. So as you can see here, the Garizia, as you can see, is going to be on sale for $9.93 starting in 6 days. This discount is only for actual cash. If you wait until it's available in the armory here, it's going to be back to this regular price, which is around 10,800 doubloons. So I highly recommend getting this ship for the $10 US whenever it comes out, wherever you guys are going to be from. Now, this event is going to be starting in EU in Asia on the 30th. For NA, it started today, of course, but for EU and Asia, this event starts on the 30th. So you guys will get around the same date as the US player base as well. But yes, I definitely think this is worth getting. The ship is really good. It's also getting buffed with submarine surveillance as well in the next patch, which is going to be really good for this ship. So highly recommend getting it for the discount price. Now, moving on to the containers. So for the containers in particular, this is going to be the only way you're going to be able to get the Shinano and the Massachusetts that you can see here. So essentially, you have to buy the Ocean Guardian containers. One container is $10 US, 3 is 27 or 30, and 6 are $50. And you are able to get these tokens by purchasing with real money. You can use these tokens to get Azur Lane destruction animations, as you can see right there. It does look pretty good. The animation does anyway. It does have sounds as well, which is really nice. You're able to get Azur Lane camos as well, which these camos do look really nice on their respectable ships. And you guys can take a look at them as well in the ports you can see. And they all do look really nice camos. There are also permanent camouflages you can get for your ships as well, which is really nice. And there's a lot of ships. The Asashio camo is the only way to get it here. There's going to be a collection where you're able to get the camouflage from there as well. Let me just double check real quick. Okay, so and besides this, that's also part of the super. But okay, so the Asashio camo is only available from here and from the really big bundle. So there's going to be a big bundle right here, the Azur Lane Vanguard, which includes all of the new ships, which we'll be talking about in a moment. Because the new ships that are being added into this current patch is going to be the Marco Polo, the Tashkent, the Harbin, and the Richelieu. And then you have the Shinano and the Massachusetts. The Shinano and the Massachusetts are only available inside of the actual containers. So essentially, you have to pay $10 for these containers. And then right here, you have a 20% chance to get the Manchu container, premium container. And when you get that one, then you have to essentially gamble to get these ships. So essentially what happens is that when you're going in here, you have roughly 68% chance to get one of these, 32% to get the Azur Lane destruction animation. And essentially, once you get both of these, you then have a 68% chance to get the ships. So if you're lucky enough to get this container, you're likely to get that pretty fast. But again, you are gambling to get the ships, so I don't know, just you can try your luck, I guess, pay some money for it. If you're not, it's not really worth the gambling. Massachusetts, you can always get during the Black Friday event or during the Santa container event, but again, that's gambling. So you can either buy it during Black Friday or you can just get it from if you get lucky here. In here as well, you can get the Azure Lane commanders from the containers or potential ships. There's also uh, the economic bonuses as well from these containers. But yeah, these containers do cost a lot. You can also get them for doubloons as well. But for real money, you get the Azure Lane tokens, which I was just explaining about how you can use them to get camouflages, destruction effects, and the simpler siren and wisdom cubes. This is the new Azur Lane camo. Originally, this camo was only expendable. They were making it where it's now a permanent camouflage, which is really nice. So if you like this camo, you can now get permanent versions, which is really nice. But yeah, I know a lot of people are going to be disappointed with the fact that the Shinano and Massachusetts are behind the golden containers. I'm not happy with it either. I'd rather the Masters just be able to be bought outright, but unfortunately, you're not going to be able to do that. And the Shinano, yeah, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to. You have to gamble for it as well. So, and you guys could also listen to these commanders as well in port. You can check them out yourselves if you are interested in that as well. But yeah, the voice acting on these are this one essentially sounds like she's having an orgasm all the time. So if you like that kind of thing, then sure, you'll enjoy her for sure then. Or it's like ASMR. It's one or the other. So if you like that sort of thing, then you'll definitely like trying to gamble for her. Okay. So moving on from there, there are two coupons that are for 15% off, and that is for real money bundles. Now, that is going to count on the Wargaming website. So if you're interested in any of the bundles or containers or anything like that, or any of the ships, there is a 15% off coupons that are on the website. So if you're interested in purchasing any of the ships that I'm going to be talking about, or any of the bundles I'm going to be talking about, if you want to spend real money on them for the 15%, you can use your two 15% off coupons. Then you can do that on the website. And it's not in game, that is going to be on the website, just so you guys are able to be clarified. And before I go into I'm going to go over these bundles over real quick, and then I will talk about what you're able to get for free during this event, and then I'll talk about what ships are worth getting here. So these are the bundles that you're going to be getting. So for a low price of 80,100 doubloons, you're going to be able to get the Marco Polo, one of the new ships, the Tashkent, the Harbin, and the Richelieu. So you're able to get 4 of the new ships that just came out. The ships themselves do look really good. I like the Marco Polo. It's a really good ship. Tashkent, I'm not as big of a fan. Harbin, I like. And the Richelieu, I actually like really well as well. It essentially plays like a tier rate John Bart. So if you like playing John Bart, then the Richelieu does really good in that role as well. It also comes with the Azur Lane Asashio camo, which you can only get the other way, is going to be from the token system. You cannot get it any other way. It also comes with 4 Azur Lane destruction effects. It comes with the Asashio Commander and 4 of those new Wisdom Cubes camos, which do look pretty nice. But overall, do I think this is worth 80,100 doubloons? It's for if you want every single one of these ships, sure. But if you don't, then no. It is a lot of money to throw. Some people may argue, is it worth getting a tech tree ship? It really depends on how much you play that nation. So, for instance, when the premium Petro and premium Schlieffen just came into the game like a few months ago from the Chinese New Year event, you're a lot of people were able to get those, and it makes it where you're able to switch your commanders for free. So you can run it. Say you like having your commander on both the Petro and the Kremlin. You can have your commander train for the Kremlin and switch it to your premium Petro without having to pay money. And that's what you can do with a lot of these ships as well. So if you have an issue of running out of commander XP a lot, then that could be a good option. But yeah, this is a crap ton of money to throw. But if you're interested in all the ships, then sure. The rest of these bundles, the Azur Lane Command Core, these are all commander only. You get like a destruction effect and one camouflage. These are all commander based. uh, commanders. These are literally all commanders. These are all the Azur Lane commanders that are in the game. There are a lot of them. They're all the same size and they're all the same price. So if you like the Azur Lane commanders and you want them, then yeah, go for it. If you want to spend 20,000 doubloons on them, sure, why not? If you like those commanders, then go for it. But to me, I don't think it's worth spending doubloons on the commanders themselves. It's a lot of money to throw. I'd rather go after and spend the money on the ships that you're interested in, maybe getting the premium of a tech tree to be able to make it easier to switch from commanders from ship to ship. But that's about it for that. Okay, so let's talk about what you can get for free, and then we'll jump into what ships are actually worth getting. Okay, so as you can see here, there is a Azur Lane comics that you're able to get here. So you're earning these tokens called collection tokens, and they are also in these containers as well. So these Azur Lane comics containers hold those collection tokens, and you're able to complete this collection for free. So you don't have to pay money for completing this Azur Lane comics collection. Just by doing these missions throughout the weeks, you're going to be able to get that comics for free. And the rewards for this collection are as follows, because I did get this information today. So it gives you the Talon camo, the Talon commander, as well as a destruction effect, as well as the two new the old Azur Lane premium camo and then the new one. And I'm going to show you the Talon camo that you get. So this is the Talon camo that you get for completing the collection. As you can see, it does look really good, and it has a moving camouflage as well. It is a very nice camo, and the Talon itself is a really good ship. You do not get the Talon itself, but you do get the camouflage. So if you already have the Talon, great. If not, you do have to grind it to be able to get this camouflage, well, to be able to use it. But overall, this camo is really good. I do like it a lot. Very nice feel to it. And you also get the 10-point Talon Commander as well. Not a 21 point, you get the 10-point Commander. So it's nice. So for free, you get the camouflage, you get the 10-point Commander, as well as you get one of the Azur Lane Siren, sorry, two of the new Wisdom Cubes camos and one of the old Azur Lane Siren camo. And I'll show that real quick. So this is the new camo that they added this patch. This is the new one. So I'm just going to show this one real quick. This is the new camo. And this is the old one. So you get two of the new ones and one of the old one. Okay. And you also get two of the Azur Lane death animations as well as for completing that collection. So you do get a lot of rewards for free from this Azur Lane event, which I'm always happy for. All right, so let's go to the meat and butter of this video. It's time to go into what ships are worth getting and which ones are not. All right, so there is a lot of ships to go over here, so I'm going to run through them pretty quick. And again, you're going to be able to buy all of these on the website as well for cash if you don't want to spend doubloons and use your 15% coupon, all of them. Overall, I'm just going to say this for most of them. A lot of these ships, like the Kearsarge, there's certain premium ships that are in here that you are able to buy their counterpart in here for cheaper. So you can buy the Kearsarge, let's see, where are you at? You can buy the Kearsarge here for 18,300 doubloons, but in the event itself, it's going to cost 23,300. Now, you can use a coupon on the website for 15% off. So if you want to just get the ship and not the commander or anything else, you can easily just buy the regular Kearsarge in the armory or the regular premium in the armory. But if you want the Azur Lane version with the commander, then you can do that as well. But let's get started. The Azur Lane Hindenburg, do I think this is worth it? This is a lot of money. 32,800 doubloons is about $130. If you want a premium Hindenburg, which will allow you to switch your commander more freely amongst your tech tree ships. So just say this. Say you got the premium Schlieffen, right? You got the premium Schlieffen And now if you get the premium Hindenburg, that means you can switch your commander. You can have it trained on your Adalbert. Then you can have it trained. So you can have it trained on your Adalbert, and you can jump between your Schlieffen, your premium Schlieffen, and then your premium Hindenburg without paying any commander XP at all, which is really nice. So if you essentially have a bunch of 21, if you have a 21 point commander running around, you're jumping it, like you're jumping Luchins around on all these ships, it can be kind of worth it to spend that kind of money because 300,000 commander XP is a lot. And jumping that all the time is going to drain your commander XP wallet, which in the end is going to really mess up your ability to grind commander XP. So if you want to do that, then sure, but it is a lot of money to throw on a ship. The ship itself does look amazing. It's one of the best looking ships in the game. The commander itself does sound pretty nice. So if you want to get the commander, then sure. But yes, overall, it depends on your needs in the game. Outright, if you're looking for a premium ship, Hindenburg isn't going to be the best. But if you're looking for more of a like being able to switch your commanders more easily, then sure, it's really good for you. The Kearsarge. So the Kearsarge, one of the best ships in the game for tier 9 battleships. Really good guns. Overall, just super strong. For 23,300 doubloons, it's a little bit more expensive than the ship in the armory itself. Do I think it's worth it? I definitely think it's worth it if you are an Azur Lane fan. But if you just want to get the cheaper version, that's in the armory here. You can do that as well, because also you can use the 25% coupon that is also here as well on this particular Kearsarge and get it even cheaper. So if you want to do that, that's up to you as well. All right, Azur Lane Bismarck. So if you want to have a premium Bismarck and you want the Bismarck commander, do I think it's worth the 14,800 doubloons? Yes, I think it's going to be worth to get. Unfortunately, the Bismarck 44 that's going to be coming out sometime in the next patch. Unfortunately, as far as where it's going to be really hard to get money-wise. So if you're looking for more of a premium Bismarck that it's more affordable, then I think this is going to be worth it. The AL Gorizia, I definitely think this ship is worth getting. We were talking about it earlier where you're able to get it here for $10 in about 6 days. I definitely think that this bundle is going to be worth getting. So whenever it's available, I definitely say pick it up as fast as possible. Definitely worth getting because they're going to also be buffing it as well. So this ship is going to be really good. It's also going to be getting a heal as well because in the next patch, all tier 6 through 8 cruisers are going to be getting a heal, except for the Bayard, the Belfast, and the Belfast 43. And ships that already have heals will be getting an extra one, except for the Congress and one other. And I think this ship's going to be really good with all that being added to it. So 100% recommend it for $10 US. All right, moving on to the next ship is going to be the Marco Polo. You can get the Marco Polo for 23,300 doubloons. The ship itself looks really good. I'm not as big a fan as the Commander on the way they sound. But if you want a cheaper option, there it is in the armory here as well. So you can also get it there. But overall, definitely think that the Marco Polo is really good gun angles, really good sap guns as well. Just overall, just really good. The Tashkent, I'm not a big fan of the Tashkent. I don't like how it's designed in the game. I feel like they need to buff it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, so I'm not going to recommend it. If you want a premium tier 9 tech tree, sure, for the Soviets, and sure, but overall, I don't recommend this, so no. Harbin, I think it's good. It's a good ship. It is going to be the premium tech tree for the Pan Asia. If you think it's worth, like, I think it's something. Ooh, damn, god damn, sheesh, damn, mama. Sorry, but yeah, I definitely think it's worth it. Really good overall. Yeah, really good. The ship is good. 14,800 doubloons. Yep. That's definitely good. I recommend the Harbin for sure. Yep. All right. So for the Richelieu, God damn. Okay. Damn, Wargame, I see what you're doing. Okay. So the Richelieu, I played this yesterday. I played all of these ships to like all the new ones to make sure what ships I think are actually worth. I wanted to make sure I had updated information. Marco Polo I liked, Tashkent I didn't, Harbin I liked, and the Rochello I really liked. If you play it like a John Bart, throwing HE at long distance, switching back to AP at mid range, it's gonna do really good. I really like it. It's a lot of fun to play. Essentially, as a tier 8 John Bart, you just keep your distance. You don't get super close with it, and you can easily sip out when in reverse to keep safe. Also has an engine boost as well. Overall, definitely worth it. And you can also use that 50% coupon on the website. All right, so moving on from there is the Shima. Do I think it's worth getting the premium Shima? I don't like Wally's, so I'm not the big fan of the Commander. Definitely not a fan of the Commander. Yeah, not the biggest fan of the Commander, but, you know, I can see how people can like it, I guess. But, if you want a premium Japanese destroyer of the Shima, then sure. To make it easier for you to do things, sure. Other than that, up to you. For the Azuma, 23,300 doubloons. God damn, okay. The Azuma is a really good cruiser. I definitely recommend it for a tier 9 cruiser that you can get in the game itself. You can get it here if you want to buy it for doubloons or however you want to, sure. 18,000 range of doubloons. So if you want to get it cheaper, you can buy it outright in the armory for cheaper and also use your gold coupon there. But if you want to get it from the event itself and have a hot mama commander telling you what to do, then sure. All right, moving on to the gear. I think the gear also has one of the best camouflages in the game for like ships itself. It does look amazing. It was one of the first moving camouflages for the Azur Lane event. It's really, really good. And goddamn, Jesus Christ, dude. Okay. Ooh. All right. So, do I think the gear is worth it? Yes, I think the gear is definitely worth it. It's a really good ship. If you don't want to get the ship here, you can buy it outright in the armory. I'm not going to keep switching back and forth, but overall, yes, I definitely think it's worth it. Moving on from there is the Hornet. Do I think the Hornet's worth it? No. Unfortunately, the Hornet is just not the meta for CVs for tier 8, so I don't recommend that at all. Okay, so the Soyuz. The Soyuz here. This Soyuz, now, it's not the base Soyuz. Now, we all know the tech tree Soyuz where it has the Soviet dispersion. This does not have the same Soviet dispersion. It has regular battleship dispersion, so it's more accurate at longer distance. So if you like playing the Soyuz, but you want a more accurate one at long distance, then this is actually a good ship. It is one of the only, I think it's the only Azur Lane ship that has different parameters than the regular ship that it is. It's not like an exact copy. So I definitely recommend getting this ship if you want a more accurate Soyuz. But if you're not interested in the Soyuz at all, then I don't think you're not, well, then you're not going to like this ship at all. All right, so for the Cheshire, they are buffing the Cheshire next patch, making have a faster reload. I like building this ship for anti-air. It has one of the best anti-airs in the game, along with the Gryu. Even though it doesn't say anything about the anti-air, it does have one of the strongest anti-airs in the game. I think it's worth it with the fact you can really troll CVs with it. And especially the fact they're buffing its reload. I do think it's worth it, and it's a fun ship to play. So I definitely think this one's worth it. The AL Yukikaze, I'm not going to say that right, so my bad. The ship itself is good. Like, it's fun to play for tier 8. It's not the worst. It's still a lot of money to spend, so if you want to spend that, sure. But yeah, up to you guys on that one. All right, so for the final ship, we have the Heinrich. Man, Jesus Christ. The more I look at these, the more distracted I get. All right, so for the Heinrich, 10,800 doubloons. I think this is worth it. Oh, I don't even remember if the Heinrich is a premium. Give me a minute, man. I'm being distracted by boobs, dude. Okay, let me take a look real quick. Is the Heinrich a premium? No, it's a tech tree. Okay, so if you want a premium tech tree for the Germans, like honestly, you can just get the Scharnhorst 43. Like the ship doesn't look bad for the Heinrich at all. Like it's not a bad ship, but you can also get the Scharnhorst 43 and you can get that thing for cheaper. And overall, the Scharnhorst 43 is just going to be a way better ship than the Heinrich is going to be. Yep, unfortunate to you anime lovers, the German Scharnhorst 43 is just going to be superior for its price. So I definitely think that, yeah, I don't think that one's going to be worth it because the Scharnhorst 43 is just way better overall. So that is unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, so we went over all the ships. We went over the Azur Lane tokens on how to get them. The only way to get the Azur Lane tokens is for buying these containers. That is the only way you're able to get them. If you're going to be spending money on the containers, it's like legit. If you want the max amount bang for your buck for tokens, you literally have to buy the maximum. And again, if you want to use your 15% off coupons, you are going to have to go on the website to be able to get your 15% off coupons. And those count for all the bundles, and that includes the bundles for the containers as well. So yeah. And you guys can check that segment on the Ward Gaming website. But yeah, there is a lot to unpack in this event. There's a lot going on. Unfortunately, everyone that was interested in getting the Shinano and the Massachusetts, you can only get it from these containers here. I will be streaming later on today on the 29th. I'll be going over the event live and talking about the containers. I'll probably open up a few containers myself just to see how my luck is. But yeah, overall, maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get myself a Hindenburg from it. Oh, yeah, also forgot to mention the Littorio and the Montpellier are only available in these containers here. They are not available in any other way from the event. So we have 4 ships that are only available in containers. These 2 right here. The Littorio is the Roma, and this is the same thing as that. This is the same name. And then you have the AL Shinano and the AL Massachusetts. And you can also listen to the commander here. If you want to listen to them, yeah, you can listen to them there as well if you want to. But yes, so that is the Azur Lane event. And I went over what ships you're able to get for free, what deals I think are worth getting, which one aren't, and what ships are worth getting and which ones are not as well. Now, if you guys have any questions or concerns, make sure to leave them in the comments down below. I know there was a lot to unpack in today's video, but I just wanted to make sure you guys had a lot of the information that you needed. So I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.